Today I show you how you can clean the filters in your air conditioning units.
Make sure it's off.
First, make sure the switch is off, the aircon has no power, and look on the sides of the aircon for some kind of thing to put your finger and pull out. Sometimes it might be difficult, but eventually it will come out. Especially if you didn't open it a long time, it will be more difficult to remove it. But with patience, it will come out. They will all come out eventually. You can also, you see how this thing was going in. You can run your finger through the edge there and open it. Usually it has a position where it will sit like this. Open the flaps gently with your hand and look for mold spots here under this fan. There shouldn't be any mold. If there is mold, you would need to clean more carefully with this anti-mold spray and also foam. There are ways to do that. Here I'm showing only the filters and the top of the aircon. Important. Usually people don't clean the top, but there you have dust also that goes inside the filters, so it's good to clean everything.
Lift.
Yeah, this is how you remove the filters. You might have to pull something, but the idea is eventually you have to pull this plastic filter out. Check the fins, make sure there is no dirt in there or mold. And this is another aircon. Here it's much more easy to remove the filters, and that's the diagram of it. I like how they all have the diagram built in, because who knows, maybe someone will need to work on it who didn't have the manual on this thing. Cleaning the fins also on the aircon, and I close it now. I have to clean the top also. This one is more dirty. It's really more dirty, and use a regular microfiber cleaning cloth, and you can clean it a few times in between until it's squeaky clean. Really full of lots of dust there. Take your time and also be careful, because you might have to use a step ladder or something. Make sure you are careful not to fall, basically.
Stuck.
And if this is stuck, you push it a bit inside. I had to do that. I'm just telling you because it happened to me. It depends. Each aircon is different. Here it's really easy how the filter comes out.
Okay.
It really comes out without pressing any button or anything.
A bit damage to the fins here. They're very sensitive.
I have a separate video about fixing the fins. It's very easy to fix them. You don't need any special tool. Kind of a DIY tool. Check the link in the description for how to to straighten the fins in the AC. You want them to be straight because it's more efficient like this. Okay, maybe here only a little bit. It's not really a big problem, but it's good to keep the fins straight in the aircon so the air can flow. Wash the filters with plain water. No soap, no detergents, no anything on both sides. Here I'm washing them in the way the air flows, but actually the dirt is stuck on the top side here, so I have to turn them upside down at some point. Also in the shower, if you have, look there, I got water on my lens. Really, I was lucky a bit that not too much water wanted to. Anyway, the shower head has a mode where it's more pressure. If you have that in your shower, use it. It's much more efficient to get rid of it. And you see, I don't really touch them. I don't really do anything. Most important is to shake them. Once you finish washing them, it's gonna be easier to dry them if you shake them. Once they are relatively dry, I mean they will not be dry, put them somewhere in a well ventilated spot. Here I put them outside. Outside is ideal. Someone is playing the violin all the time here. Clean the aircon with a vacuum cleaner if you want, but the fins, only vertical movement on the fins. Don't do horizontal movement because you will bend those fins on the condenser.
This one.
Also, I found there were extra filters on this one, so just pull them out, and still a bit of dirt on them, but not as much as the other ones. The same treatment. It's all plastic. It's a sponge, but it's all plastic. Some kind of metallic film here. I don't know. I think these are just marketing tricks. I mean, it's a filter, but okay. I dry everything until it's completely dry, and then once they are dry, they are ready to go back. You put them back the same way you got them out, really. The order doesn't matter, left or right, but it's important to put them behind any clips. So if there are clips there, you put them behind the clips. Here I have to pull this tab and then lift to open, otherwise it will not open. I had a bit of a hard time trying to open this one. So make sure the filter goes behind the clips like this here, if you have them. If you don't have them, it's okay. This one is done. Once it's done, you can start the aircon for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just to make sure it's running normally. Check the fin. Yeah, now I start the power, and it has a bit of a startup mode, and now it's starting. Checking that the fan is spinning inside, the fins are spinning, so it's all good. Now I'll go to the other one. If you have these extra filters, make sure you put them in the same spot you got them out. Usually they have a separate channel, and they are usually under the regular filter, or above, who knows, depends on each model. But when you take them out, make sure you put them the same way. Also which side is facing up, and their slot. Now the bigger filter, in this case it's a bit difficult to put it back, but you just wiggle it a little bit left and right, eventually it goes back up. This one is much easier than the other one. It really just sits there, no need for fancy clips or anything. Same with the other filter. They are all clean now, all filters are clean, but these filters, they need to be cleaned maybe every 6 months. I think this one was 1 year. It's very easy to clean the filters in the aircon. You see how I use the scissors to put it back like that, because it wasn't closing this thing. You can really just wash them with water, no special chemicals needed. It just takes a bit of time, maybe 1 hour for drying and everything. Depends on the weather also. It's good to do it when it's not too cold outside. All good now. I can close the fins and start it. The same thing, trying to make sure that the fins are spinning, the fan is spinning inside, and also the temperature, because it has a temperature sensor there to make sure it's all working. That's it. Now the aircons are fresh, clean. There are also aircon refreshener solutions. I will put links in the description for that if you need more cleaning.